right, so we are going to talk about arm pain today. Why does my arm hurt? Or why is it numb, or why is it tingly? We want to know that. Okay, so as chiropractors, we got to figure out where the problem is and address that area. Now, the problem with the arm could be coming from the neck. These are the neck vertebrae. So in the neck, inside of that is the spinal cord. So the spinal cord runs inside. There's a hole, so it's like a donut where that spinal cord is. So the vertebrae are hollow. And then these nerves come out and run down the arm. So sometimes when the neck is wrong, that can be tingling, numbness, or pain going down the arm. And we'll find that there's numbness, tingling, or pain in the upper arm when that's a problem, okay? If the problem is a bone out of place in the lower part of the body, below the elbow, typically there will not be pain that runs up. Pain or tingling, numbness, any radicular signs always run down, but never run up. So in other words, if the problem is in the wrist or in the forearm, you are not going to have referred pain going into the upper arm. Okay, so that is an indicator to us. If we see pain, tingling, or numbness in the upper arm, we are relatively sure that that's coming from the neck. Okay, so when these bones are wrong, typically C5, 6, or 7, there can be pain either in the front, side, or back of the arm, or tingling. Then when we start finding things around the elbow, that typically is an overuse injury. Some kind of it can be like a tennis elbow, where this part of the elbow hurts. That's it can be from tennis backhand. Too much tennis backhand will cause a stress into the tendon. So the tendon is what attaches the muscle into the bone. Pain on the outer elbow is called tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis, to use a fancy term. That can be corrected by adjusting. This can be corrected by adjusting. This is what chiropractors do. We find problems, misalignments, we correct that, and then the pain will go away as the body gets less stressed, as the body is in its proper position. All right, sometimes there's pain on the inner elbow. That is called golfer's elbow, and that's an overuse of this set of muscles here, whereas your tennis elbow, like I said, is overusing these muscles. So whatever we overuse, we want to use the opposite set of muscles to balance that out. So if you've got a tennis elbow problem, too much of this, we want to have you do these kinds of stretches to balance that muscle out so that this isn't super strong and this is relatively weaker. All right, what about carpal tunnel, Dr. Mark? What is that? Carpal tunnel is usually an overuse of the forearm, okay? Typically hairdressers, people that use their wrists and hands repetitively over and over, we will find either the radius or the ulna to be out of place. We correct that and we counsel our patients on what they could be doing to cause that problem. And again, we want to strengthen the opposite set of muscles that they're overusing every day. So this doesn't happen when muscles are used in a balanced way. There's always going to be an overuse where one set of muscles are being overused compared to the opposite set, okay? All right, so carpal tunnel, there'll be tingling, numbness, or pain in the forearm going sometimes into the hand. There can be tingling, numbness into the hand. And if it gets bad enough, there can be weakness in the hand. So what do? We do what chiropractors do. We look for misalignments. We do an adjustment. We use an activator instrument that's gentle to correct that. And over time, we're going to re-educate the body. The body is going to heal like it's capable of doing. The pain will go away and you'll be much happier. So that is what we want to do as chiropractors. We want to fix the problem, and then we want to counsel you on how you can prevent that from coming back. Okay?